Welcome back to the U's Breaking News. My name is Miền. Recently, the images of students in Vietnam become more and more common in international public because of the dynamic and energetic participation from Vietnamese students, such as ASEC organization, Green Summer voluntary campaign. But the question is given that whether such non-profit governmental activities are carried out by pupils and volunteers come from the responsibility of society or come from self-benefit. I just say simply is it for you or is it for anything else? Let's follow me to find the answer.
At TDTU, there are a lot of flyers emphasizing the environmental protection, with many janitors striving to keep the university clean. Here at TDTU, everybody politely abides by the rules about littering. However, here is where the real problem is. Did you know that for every sunset you buy, you are making an impact on the environment yourself? Take a look at this. It shows you how long it takes for these wastes to be completely decomposed. And some trash may even stay to see your descendants grow up 50 million years later. Now, a question arises. What would happen to the trash that is consumed daily by the 26,000 students and staff alike? Imagine if everyone were to buy a takeaway lunchbox. With every passing day, the amount of plastic waste will also skyrocket. As a student, do you take pride in helping to protect the environment, to commit to society responsibility, or will you turn a blind eye? Ask yourself, is it for you or is it for the...
As a student in 20th century, how do you think about responsibilities? Volunteerism is always one of the key answers. I made a survey a couple of days ago and I got an astonishing number of statistics with 90% students in Vietnam doing charity. Meanwhile, nearly 78% doing charity for training points. From your perspective, how do you think about doing charity? And here is a group of students. They are making lanterns for kids in Mid-Autumn Festival. First survey, I can observe that there is a huge variety of policies for doing charity. Mostly, students do charity for their personal benefits. They do it for improving scores to get a scholarship at school, or they just beautify their CV for further studying or getting a job after graduating. In conclusion, volunteerism is likely to be individual's mission. Every single one is born to pay to the society. Living in this world, it is not personal, but it's social. It is not local, but it's national. Unlike other marvelous people, we are in the process of studying and working for experiences. We all together can do simple things, but valuable and useful. It is possible for us to donate such as used clothes, foods, or funds for any charity organization wherever. Focusing on studying, setting a specific goal. After achieving what you wish for, you can come back and make this time for contribution to the society. And here is my question, is this for you or is this for society?
Mình chỉ cần 5 điểm để qua môn thôi. Sophomore, of course, is the most popular catchphrase of Vietnamese university students. But really, why is that? Is that your limit? Why are you thinking that way? To comfort yourself? Why don't you try to step out and achieve more, have more? Is it because of laziness? Maybe, but actually there is an intangible force standing behind everything, and that's ego. Ego prevents people from getting out of their comfort zone when everything is stable. That's why the majority of university students are not willing to try out new things. And by new things, I mean action that benefits for their future, like learning a new language, adopting a new skill, or establishing new relationships. Let's take gap year example. It's a popular activity among foreign students, but not with Vietnamese. Studies indicate that students who take a gap year perform better academically and they are likely to be higher than those who don't. Another example are 19 Olympiad champions. Apart from being smart, nobody would have known them if they were afraid of standing in front of the crowd. And employers would hire anyone with such achievement. The main point is, again, as a student, what should you do? Simple. Start from taking small actions, like raising your hand to express your idea, and you will know what to do next. Oh, the teacher has just given out pretty simple questions. Let's watch the reaction. So, is this for you now, or is this for your future?
Amid pandemics, free rice ATM has been invented and widely spread throughout Vietnam, praised by international press and social platforms. However, an issue is that those people dressing properly and not looking needy takes lots away from the indigent has sparked controversies. A volunteer who is in charge of sharing rice daily at the ATM has come up with the solutions with their violence or offense. How do you resolve it at that moment?
Having seen him approaching the line, I decided to meet him outside, find out his background, instead of directly stopping him. What I figured out was he wasn't needy enough to get support. When I was conversing him, including explanation, advice, and even enlightenment, I finally changed his mind at last.
To be sincere, what led you to do this action?
Firstly, I think it's unfair and inappropriate. Secondly, should I not interfere? Some of the poor couldn't receive enough food to survive, so I must be decisive and let that issue disappear. And finally, this is for the whole society in general and for the PD in particular.
And you, is this for you or for all the people?
So, in conclusion, from these images, from these circumstances, and practical concerns has been mentioned above, we can see that every single situation has their own meanings, but they all have one in common. So, have you had a specific answer for yourself? Is it for you, or is it for your answer?